Hey yo, what it do, baby? It's your boy Dynamic, and today we're gonna talk about some Titanfall, and I'm gonna try to answer the question as best I can, in my opinion, of do I think that Titanfall is the Call of Duty killer? Is it the game that we have been waiting for to kill COD? Have we been waiting for COD to be killed? I don't know about that, but is it the game that will change the rules? Do I want to call it that? Is it the game that's gonna be Call of Duty? That's it. Well, first of all, it depends what you call beating. Is it gonna sell more? Obviously not. Call of Duty's on what, 2, 3 platforms, 4 with PC, so not in terms of sales. It's not gonna beat it in individual sales either. Like on an Xbox One to Xbox One Call of Duty nah, it's not gonna beat that. It's not gonna beat it that way either. It's not gonna sell more. Just period. It's not. Even on the same console. So, is it gonna be better than COD Ghost? I'm gonna go with yes, because in the game, from a 1 to a 10, I give COD Ghost in fun factor, I give it about a 7.2. Right? That's my basis in fun factor. It's not a bad game. It's not a terrible game. It's a little bit above average in terms of multiplayer games, because let's be honest, multiplayer games are not always that good, especially first-person shooters. So it's a decent option to play. But from what I played in the beta, Titanfall is extremely fun. Very, 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 very fun. It takes a lot of skill from what I've seen. The only thing that I don't like is the bots. The bots, I don't like them because they take away, they distract you from the human to human, the player to player gunfights. They kind of distract you, and in my opinion, they're there to make bad players, to give them a chance to get Titans, basically. Bad players don't really have a chance to get Titans like that. If it was player versus players, right? They would probably get dominated. So if you put bots on the map that are not really that good, they still have the chance to basically take away seconds away from their timer, and they're able to get more Titans that way, even if they're not that good. So I really don't like that. That's something that it goes against what I believe in. I believe that first-person shooters and multiplayer games in general should be as competitive as freaking imaginable. The people that make these type of games should think in every way to make the game fun, but also fair, and at the same time, ultra competitive. That to me is like the ultimate driving force in what makes a game playable over a long period of time. And I know that companies nowadays want to do this hand-holding for bad players, and I don't want to rant on bad players, because if you're a bad player, you could become a good player. Just put some time into it. That's if you want to. If you don't want to put time into it, then that's not a priority in your life. So you know that when you go into a game, you're not going to do that well, but you're still going to enjoy it because you like playing games. I understand that. Anyways, getting back to the main point of the game, the Titans. The Titans are really fun to use. They're not that overpowered. When you're in the Titan, you're usually distracted by enemy Titans that are trying to attack you at every moment. It's just Titan versus Titans most of the time. Yes, you can get a couple kills here or there versus pilots and stuff like that. But in order to make it balanced for everyone, they had to make sure that everyone can get a Titan. And I feel like this is part of the reason why they also had bots, because if you had players that were way better than the other team, then it would be impossible for the other team to get Titans, and they would be at a huge disadvantage. Like, it would basically be the first team who gets a couple Titans would win the game every time. So I understand that that's why maybe there's a use for bots. I'm not full versed in the matter of this, but that's my best guess. Thankfully for this though, I was reading that it's possible that they're gonna have a mode or some sort of playlist or something that you're going to be able to play as pilots only. So it's basically going to be like COD, but with bigger maps, a bigger map environment, and, just player versus players, pilots, but the parkour aspect of the game, which Call of Duty doesn't have. Call of Duty doesn't have that parkour aspect of the game. And hopefully, if they implement that, then there won't be any bots on the map, and it'll just be players versus players. My biggest wish, if they do that, would be for them to increase the amount of players from 6 to at least 9 players on the map, because 6v6 without Titans, it makes the map seem too big and not a lot of gunfights going on. So I think it would have to be at least 9 versus 9. I would be happy, really, really happy with 12 versus 12. I think it's possible, but who knows? So anyways, to accompany Titanfall, Microsoft is releasing an update. And the thing that I'm most excited for is finally we're going to get 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound again through the optical audio cables in the back of the Xbox One, which was a standard on the Xbox 360. And for some reason, when the Xbox One came out, it just had stereo quality sound. So now I'm going to be able to really, really tell where the enemy is at using sound, which is a very, very good thing for us people that have headsets, but not so good for the people who don't have headsets. And I understand your pain. I used to be there once, not having the headsets, and I'm not gonna lie, headsets do help you significantly. I would say between 10, 15 to 20% boost in your abilities, depending on the game. Obviously, like some games you don't really get that much of a boost because you can't really hear footsteps, but depending on the game, like in Call of Duty Ghosts, I would say is like a 10 to 15% increase if you use amplified and stuff like that. So yeah, they are an advantage. I don't know exactly how Titanfall is going to use this. I don't know if there's really that much sound in Titanfall. When I played, I barely used my headsets. I just didn't want to go through the hassle of pulling them out because I haven't used them in a while because of the 5.1 surround sound wasn't available. But now that it is available, I see that as a very good option. So I'm looking to use my headsets again and maybe dominate on the battlefield. As you can see, I'm not bad in Titanfall at all. I'm actually pretty good. And most of the time I was playing by myself. I played like a couple of games with my friends, but my friends are good as hell too. So it just, see, there's a thing. The game got kind of boring playing with my friends because I got like 3 or 4 kills. Like everybody was getting barely any kills, because we were all just stealing each other's kills, and we're all such good players that we didn't really get that like destroying other people type of feeling when we play together, because there's not enough people on the other team, and firefights kind of take long. Like look at me trying to take down this Titan right here. It's kind of taking long, and you get distracted a lot by the Titans. So it's not like Call of Duty where you're gonna drop 30, 40 kills every game. That's not gonna, well, at least I think that's not going to happen. But who knows? There's people out there that might do it. Anyways, I'm looking forward to Titanfall. Is it the Call of Duty killer? Not yet. That's my answer. Not yet. But it's possible in the future. So anyways, rate, comment, subscribe, and peace out, players. Oh, my God.